I grew up on a farm right here in town.
These are the tools that you're going to need to have a channel on YouTube dealing with jewelry. Over here you have a Presidium, which tells you what type of a gem you're looking at. If it is a semi-precious or a precious stone. Here you have a block underneath, and all these are chemicals to test your stones to find out, or not your stones, to test your metals to find out if you're working with silver or gold or something that is not silver or gold. Back in the back, there are tags, and I use these to mark each one of my items so I can keep track of them for you, and an ink pen, of course, to write with. Here, down at the bottom, you have a cuff. This is for bracelets to tell you how they measure out, what size they are. Inside of that, I've got a ring sizer. Then down here is a tape measure, and you use that to measure the length of your chains, as well as the length and sometimes width of the pendants. Here is a really cool little thing. It lights up and it magnifies here and here. It's a really cool tool, and everybody needs one of these. This also is a magnifier, and it does an awesome job. I use the tickets that are numbered to put with, when I do a video, to put with the items, so that you guys can let me know what number it was and what a brief description of it is, and the price that I quoted you. This is my nifty little magnet. You cannot do without a magnet, a good magnet. A magnet will tell you if you have silver or if you have gold. Other metals, most metals do not, a magnet will not pick up most other metals. Or it will pick, back up. It will pick up almost all metals, but it won't pick up gold, and it won't pick up silver. So if you put a magnet to gold or silver, it's not going to help you out none. But your biggest tool, most important tool, is going to be your cell phone and your Google Lens. So you go to Google, it's got the little bar there where you would type something in or whatever. Over to the right is a camera. You hit that camera and you can take a picture of it, and Google Lens will bring up, hopefully, a lot of information for you. Sometimes it's just a small amount, and then you have to go to your computer to find out the rest. But this is where it all starts. So, let y'all check that out. You can make some notes, because this is what you will need. And I'll be right back. Okay, let's get back to business. This is Patty with jewelryloversforsure@gmail.com. This is going to be an instructional video. Hopefully I can tell you guys a few things that to help you along your way that I've learned. And if there's anything that I don't know, I'd surely appreciate y'all emailing me and letting me know what I'm missing out on. What you're looking at right here is a cell phone, and this little camera right here is what I was talking about. If you hit on that camera, come on camera, do your thing. There we go. Maybe it's going to come up, we'll see. I'll take and put that. We'll put that out there. See if we can get a decent picture of that. So you go up here to Google Lens. Try to get in there real good. I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see. Do it like that. And we're going to take a picture. Come on, Google. Do your thing. This is an old phone that I've got up here in front of y'all. There it is. So you go down here and you start pulling up. And it will give you all kinds of things. I believe this one right over here would be the one. And the reason that you're wanting to do this is because it's going to give you information. Number one, it's going to hopefully give you the name of the maker. In this case, it did. The name of the maker is Napier, which is a really good quality of costume jewelry. Very well made, and you'll see that here in just a little bit when I put it out there. But sometimes it'll also tell you about what time. It gives me the option. It's like, if I found out it's Napier, then I can get on the computer. I can find out when Napier first started going into business. Are they still in business? And if they're not, then that gives me an idea of whether or not this item is an antique, or if it's vintage, or where it was made. Just all kinds of things that the buyers really appreciate knowing about. So that's what this is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Set it to the side. Now, I don't even know where to start. There's just so much. There's just so much. Okay, so let's start with, I call this Jemmy. Another girl calls hers Prissy. It's a Presidium. And I'm try to get in closer on there. If you look on there, it shows you the different types of gems that it will pick up, and a needle will move over to where it's at. And you can see these right here. They're all pretty close together. So if it comes up that it goes over to the tourmaline and it's still in the tanzanite, that they're in that family. And the emerald is in that family. It really depends on where the stone was found, what country it was found in, what the situation is it was found in, what kind of chemicals were in the dirt, that sort of thing, as to which type that it is. And a lot of these stones, I was really surprised to find out that, like the amethyst, most people think that amethyst is just only purple. Well, no, it's got quite a few different colors. I went out and I purchased a jewelry book with gemstones on it. And I've been reading up on it to find out more about the different stones, where they're found, and that sort of thing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this little thingy, bracelet, and this is the Jemmy tool. This is really hard to do from where I've got this angle at, but I need you to see that. Yeah, let's see if I can get you seeing both. So I press a little needle down on it, and it doesn't move, which tells me that this is not a precious stone. Let's move it around. Oh, you know what? It would help if I turned the thing on and let it warm up. Yeah. Can't find out anything when it's turned off. Silly me. But we'll come back to that. Another thing that you can do is to find out, like, for instance, this right here. I love this bracelet just because what it says on the inside of it. I'm going to give it to my best friend. This is made out of no, it's tarnish free. It's made out of, where's that? It's called rhodium. You can see on the inside, it's got some printing writing on the inside of it, but as you can see, it's like super duper shiny. This is actually a vintage item. But because it's made out of rhodium, it will never scratch. It will never tarnish. It's a really good material. As a matter of fact, I found out that from a jeweler, I took a couple of pieces that I had questions about to a jeweler, and he said that a lot of people nowadays are not making their wedding rings out of pure gold or silver. They either coat it with the rhodium or they go just with the rhodium, because the rhodium is a whole lot less expensive than gold or silver. So that's what this is. And we're going to put that down. Let's see if this thing. Now this right here, this magnet, my husband picked this up for me. This is an industrial strength magnet. It will pick up a wrench off the floor from a ways off. And as you can see, it's not touching it. Not touching it. And that's because the rhodium is not metallic. Okay? It's not magnetic. Just like gold and silver is not magnetic. There's a couple of different ones that are not magnetic, and you might want to jot this down. Palladium is not magnetic. Aluminum is not magnetic. Copper and brass are not magnetic. And titanium is not magnetic. However, several of these other little things, I'll pull one over here for you. And a couple of pins right here. Let me move that. That's the rhodium, so it's not going to be magnetic. But as you can see, this pin right here, it picks it up quite easily. Picks up that one. So, I mean, if it's got any magnetic pull to it whatsoever, it is not gold, it is not silver, it is not any of the really good metals. So beware of that, because some jewelry is marked that it is gold or it is silver, and it's actually not. I'm going to show you here. Now, this is one of my rings. It's a sapphire. And say nothing. I go all the way around it. Nothing. It will not pick it up because it is made of gold. All right. The Presidium is ready. So we're going to test. Let me get that over there. I'll probably get that there. Let's see if I can get the needle on there. This is so hard to do because you can't read it. As you can see, it's going on up there, but I can't keep the needle on the stone. And that's another thing. I thought for sure that these were true sapphires. Guess what? See where it's at right now? Spinel and topaz. Those are in the same family, and they both have that beautiful color of blue, just like a sapphire does. So when this was purchased, when I bought this, I was looking for a sapphire ring, and I got ripped off because I did not have a Presidium at the time. Okay, let me see. What other ring do I have over here? Now let's test this. This one is also mine. So I'm going to take, if I can, and if it starts making, see that noise? That's because it hit metal. It's so hard to hit tiny stones. See? Diamond. And it's not screaming at me. So the diamonds in this ring are for real. But, like I said, if you hit the metal, it's going to yell at you. Go, nope, no cheating, no cheating. So that's that with my rings. All right, let's bring this back over here. Presidium. That stone is not showing anything. That looks like a pink quartz. Okay, so this one is not showing any either. Now this is a very well made stretch bracelet, and it is by a very good costume jeweler. And some costume jewelers do, they do put the semi-precious stones in there. And one way that you can tell if you've got good stones in it, there's two ways actually. If you look, I'm gonna turn it like that. Maybe see the back of it is not covered up. In other words, it doesn't have gold in the back of it. Let's see if I can find one that does. Because there's so many, they're everywhere. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So this, such a pretty, it's missing a stone. I'm going to try to fix that. But if I put this on here, it does not move at all. Very pretty stone, but if you look at the back of it, it's all covered up with whatever this is. Yeah, hit metal. So it's yelling at me going, no, that's not real, that's not real. And the stone is not real either. Okay, let's see what else we got over here. All right. This is one of my favorite pieces. Again, trying to get it where y'all can see it. This Presidium is absolutely awesome. So it's going to the jadeite. It's going to it's going on up into the jadeite. So this, I knew this was jade when I saw it. And I got this out of one of my Goodwill boxes. I knew it. I knew it. And I tested these little balls in here. And they are sterling silver balls also. But there's another way that jewelers, you know you're getting a good piece of jewelry. It's like you see these little things right here, these separators. They're either going to put the separators in there or they're going to tie little knots in between the stones so that the stones don't hit as they're walking, or you're walking, or whatever. And so the stone doesn't break or doesn't chip or whatever. So that's a good little something there to know. And I did test that, but I'm going to test it again so that you guys can see it. But I want you to see how, now mind you, this Presidium, these things are not cheap, okay? They are not cheap, but they are worth every dime. I think I paid, I don't know, close to $300 for mine. But it's worth it because I know I'm not getting ripped off. When I saw these, I got this in one of the boxes also. And when I saw it, I thought, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that's real or not. But it's like, even without the Presidium, when you get a hold of a real gem, if you take and hold it, put it up next to your cheek, and it's cold, it's a good chance that you've got a real gem on your hands. Take it down from your cheek and just hold it in your hands like I'm doing right here. Just hold it like that. And after a minute or so, if it's not a good gem, it's going to start warming up to the warmth of your hands. This necklace is still cold. So I know I've got a good gem on my hands. Just not sure what they are because, like I said, so many of them have got weird names on the Presidium. But the gems themselves come in different colors. All right, this one is going up to, it's all the way at the top of amethyst. It has passed amethyst, and it's right there at amethyst and spinel. So I know I've got good beads on this. If I was to hit this, it's going to scream. Scream at me. I can't get it to stay on there. Huh. Okay. Let's see what it does when it hits this. So maybe I need to test that and see if it is sterling, because I did test these and they were sterling. Maybe sterling, Jimmy doesn't squeal off at it. So the only way you to know is to do the chemical test on it. But yeah, put it up next to your cheek. Put it into your hands, and hold it tight and see what happens. This one is one I was going to test for silver. So I'll leave that there right now. Now, as I was telling you earlier, sometimes you get a hold of a piece. Now, this is a really nice looking rope chain. But if you look, and I know you guys can't see it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But that says, maybe it goes that way. Let's see, where's my little thingy? Yeah. It goes like that. I don't know if you can see through this thing or not. But it says 14 karat. So I thought, yin yang, alrighty, got me some gold. Got me some gold, but guess what? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gold. Gold is not magnetic. Gold doesn't pick up with magnetic, but it reads 14 karat on the clasp. So don't be fooled by what you see on the clasp. By all means, try to do the chemical test on every piece that you've got, whether it says 925 for sterling or 14 karat gold. Do the test on it, the chemical test, to make sure, because I would not want to charge somebody. Now this, if it were truly 14 karat gold, I could get close to $300 out of it. But if I was to charge somebody $300 for it, and it's not 14 karat gold. It's not even gold overlay, because it's picks up with the magnet, and that just broke my heart. I'm telling you. So now I'm going to have to put it on I'll still put it up for sale because it's really pretty and it's nice and shiny and everything, but I'll have to let people know that yeah, it is not 14 karat gold. And I'll put a nice pendant with it and, I don't know, sell it for $15 or so. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this one. I don't even know what this is, okay? All I can think of is maybe it's a necklace that one of them bar things go through. I don't know. But it's really pretty. So I thought I'd test it, and I'm like, well, check that out. Check that out. It is in the tourmaline, tanzine, emerald, and amethyst family. Now, probably, well, let's see if it tests any different down here on the brown part. Because the book says that it depends on where it's found, and that several different stones, types of quartz or tourmaline can be on one stone. And obviously that's this one. This looks like the agate right here, because the agate has the striations on the side, and I don't know what that looks like. I don't know, like an amber. I don't know. But I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty. Okay, one of my first finds, I'm going to show you. Look at that. And when I found it in one of those boxes, one of the Goodwill boxes. And my first thing was, I mean, I didn't even know that the gemstones, the semi-precious stones, you know, were cold to the touch. Until I picked this one up, and it's like it's just come out of a refrigerator or something. You know? It's beautiful. Got it and a pair of earrings out of one of the boxes. And it's going to sell for, I don't know, probably at least $100. And then that's sterling, well, this is sterling silver, but this is not. Well, I don't know. Maybe that is too. I'll have to put that lens thing to it. That or my super duper. I love this thing. Best 20 bucks I ever spent. I mean, it sure enough show you the numbers you need to see. Let's put that over there. That over here. Alright. Good with this one. Now, this is pink quartz, but it's not on a sterling silver, even though it looks like sterling silver. And that's not either. So this is just, this little stones in there. I mean, they are semi-precious, and it is, you know, it's on a rope lead, and I mean, it's really cute, but, you know, I'll sell it for 10 bucks since it doesn't have any silver on it. It's not really doing anybody any good. And then we have this. How about that? So this is 3 wires, 3 strands, and it is not, or it could be very well be silver. I need to test it. Okay, the clasp is not silver, but I'll test that and see if we can get silver out of that and show y'all how to do it. All right, now when it comes to boy, I think you just got to put it somewhere away from everybody. These. Everybody needs one of these and one of these. This is to see what size a bracelet is. When you go to sell a bracelet, on the tag, to read it off to the customer, then you just take a bracelet, put it on there, and you see it comes down to the next size, which is 6 3/4. So this bracelet is 6 3/4. Easy peasy. All right, let's take one of my rings. Let's see. It's got a place for the US of A on it, right up there at the top. US. So this one is a 6 1/4, I think. Yep, it's not down to the 6 1/2. So this is only a 6 1/4. Easy peasy. But you got to have one because people, you know, they know what size rings they wear and they don't want to buy something that they can't wear. All right, let's, and these. This is another thing that way you can test the pearls and the beads. Like, I can't for the life of me remember what these are called. It's terrible. I don't have a tag on it. I don't have a tag on those either. But one of the ways that you can do is, and take a cheap set of pearls like these. These are very pretty, but they are not real pearls. And the way you know that is you take and you rub them together like this. And that slides really easy. I don't feel any tension whatsoever. Some people even rub it against their teeth, but these are definitely not real pearls because they're just smooth as silk on the turn. These are called rice pearls because of their shape. But I'm going to take, and when I do that on these, you can feel it's like a grit, like you just picked them up out of the sand, out of the ocean, and still got salt on it from the ocean. That's what it feels like. And it feels like that if you rub them across your teeth also. So that's how you know if you've got real pearls or some of the other stones that actually come out of the water, and that I'm wanting to say topaz, but that's not, I know that's not right. But yeah, this one come out of the Baltic Sea, and then these came out of the ocean. And they're both got that gritty feel to them. Now, the emeralds, or not emeralds, amethyst, they're smooth. They're very smooth. But, you see the knots? That's what I was telling you about. You've got a good gem, a true gem, they'll put knots or they'll put separators in there to keep them from touching one another so that they don't ruin. It's just a really nice necklace. Really nice. Okay, what else was it? Let me look at my notes over here. I told you about that and told you about the real pearls. And I told you about that. Oh, we got to do the test. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. This is my stone. This is a, no, that's the silver. This one. This is a acid neutralizer. So you use it in between testing of stones. Or you can just wash them. I prefer washing them myself. Okay, so let's test for silver. Now, this is the silver one. But, you know, all the jewelers that I've dealt with that have given me good advice, they say to use, you know, try one with a silver, but try one with the 18 karat gold. Now, this listen to me. This ring here is 18 karat, so I'm going to do a swab on it. For 18 karat. This bracelet here, let's see what it is. Oh yeah, it's got 925 on both ends, and I'll try to show it to you. Generally, when you have a bracelet or a necklace, the 925, which is the numbers for stating that it is sterling silver, is going to be on one end of the clasp or the other. Sometimes it will be down in between too, and that's something I want to check because I didn't check that before. But my numbers for 925 are right there. So I know this is, well, I know that somebody said it was. So I'm going to bring this over here. And I'm going to do 2 scratches because I want to be double sure. So that says, that's that, yeah. All right, I'll do another one right there. Just scratch it a little bit. Now this one is the 18 karat. Now the one thing I don't like is a lot of times they'll like put bubbles up in there. Drives me crazy. Now, if you look, so this one, I did it with 18 karat, even though this is silver. You still got your lines over here. You still got your line over there. It's still there. If it were not, then it would disappear immediately. So when you test something, let's see, I tested that. Let me get rid of this. All right, now, this little thing that made me mad about that. Let's try that one. Get it good and dry. Try it at a different spot. All right, and I'll try the 18 karat on one. And I'm going to do the silver on the other. All right. This one is the silver one. This one is the 18 karat. This reads 14 karat. 18 karat. No, 18 karat. And as you can see, the lines have disappeared. And inside here, they're almost gone there too. So this is not 18 karat. It is not sterling silver. It is very, very pretty, but it is not what it is pretending to be. So I'm pleased my ring turned out good. All right, now let's do, I did this end. Now let's do this end. And as I said, this is marked 925, so it is supposed to be sterling silver. So I am going to do one, as the jeweler said, with the 18 karat. Get rid of the bubble. I'm going to do the other one. With silver. And actually, I didn't get a really good scratch right there, but it's still holding true. You can still see the lines in it. And the sterling silver one is holding very strong. So this bracelet is sterling silver on both ends. All right, and then I'm gonna, what was it? I wanted to test these things because it didn't get picked up with my magnet, so why not? So we're going to try this one with the sterling silver. And I'll try this one with 18 karat. And would you look at there? That's pretty much holding true. I think I put too much on that one. But it was the same thing. So that means that these little pieces, probably these little pieces, are sterling silver also. Now, when you get pieces that have got sterling on them, if it's a broken piece, then I'll put it in a scrap pile, and when I get a bunch of it, I'll take it to the jeweler and have them melt it down. Just pay me for it. But if it's still in wearable condition and it looks good, like this one does, and I'm not gonna ruin these beads or waste these beads because it's a very pretty neck little. Oh, Lord, that's all I wrote down. That's a very pretty little bracelet right there. It is. Since I got an ink pen out here, might as well do this. This is a size 7. Yeah, I think I got one on there. This is a size 7. And I'm going to sell this for probably $20 because it has got a lot of silver in it. Okay. I think I covered it all. So remember all the pieces that you need. And use your Google Lens to get the beginning of your puzzle. If you can get the maker, you're on a roll. If not, whatever information you can get off of it. Of course, you're going to have to measure out the length of your necklaces if they have the pendant at the bottom. You got to measure the length of the pendant sideways and long ways. If you've got precious stones, then you need to use the Presidium, because you cannot tell by the naked eye. I'm telling you now, you cannot tell by the naked eye if they're actually what you think they are. It's just like my turquoise ring, or so I thought it was turquoise. Yeah, just like this piece. I got ripped off big time on this, and I bought it from a high dollar type of jewelry store down in Greensboro. It's vintage, and it's probably worth more than what they're telling me, but yeah, I got ripped off on sapphire. It's not sapphire, it's spinel. Which, I mean, it's a good stone. It just doesn't pay as much as a sapphire does. So do all those things. If you have any questions about anything whatsoever that I've done here today, or maybe that I didn't explain well enough for you, you can always email me, and I'll be glad to help you out with anything that I can. And my email address is jewelrylovers, for sure, @gmail.com. Just send me a message. I am working on being monetized at this time, so I'm kind of where y'all are, maybe a little bit further ahead. But all these things that you're seeing back here, all of that is true metal and gemstone. But I'm not putting it out for market until I get monetized. I'm just using my box stuff. So, anyway, if you need anything, please, by all means, email me. Go to my site, if you would, please, on YouTube. Go to my channel and watch a few videos. And I'm still trying to get the hang of the videos. I'm not real good with like the thumbnails and stuff like that, so I could really use some help, computer-wise. And so I'm working on it, doing the best I can. But I need subscriptions. You need subscriptions. So email me, let me know what your name is. And if you let me know what your name is, then I will send you a friend request on Facebook. And my name is Patty, Patty Jones, Jones. And of course that would be, on Facebook. You can send me a friend request. That way we can I can hit subscribe on yours. You can hit subscribe on mine. If I have any questions, I can ask you. You have any questions, you can ask me. And we'll work together. We will, we'll work together and help each other get to the top. Anyway, that is all I've got for you tonight. I will be putting out another video tomorrow. And I wish you guys all the luck in the world. If there's anything I can do for you, like I said, let me know. And go out and start gathering your stuff. I didn't get this all overnight. And I will talk to you real soon. Thank you. Have a good night.